Well, Joe, a 3-0 defeat and out of the FA Cup. What do you make of that on this afternoon?
Didn't deserve it. Didn't deserve to be beat 3-0. From the outside, it looks comfortable. Just didn't want that third goal to go. And even at 2-0, you know, it's for people here. We didn't deserve to get beat 3-0. We probably, sounds stupid, deserved something out of the game. You could say that. You don't deserve anything when you concede the goals we do, absolutely. But when we get the game plan right to, you know, soak up stuff they're very good at and try and counter and sucker punch in them areas that we just didn't exploit, but we could have. You know, we were outstanding, and I've just said that to the lads. Don't be disheartened by what you've done, because they're a good team. They move the ball extremely well. You know, Brad's got on playing a really nice way, and they're a good, very, very good team. And we knew that before the game, but we knew that we could exploit them wide 2-on-2 areas if we defended properly, and we have defended properly into the last 10-15 minutes. We've had a couple of chances. They've been in our box a hell of a lot. We've got a couple that are walking wounded who are playing, but no, I'm pleased. I'm really pleased with what I've seen from us. Again though, Liam, apart from the goals, because the goals just can't keep happening like that. The goals are shocking. Teams don't score good goals against us, and they can't keep going in as they are, and I've got to do something about it, because they're just nowhere near good enough to concede them goals, because you could say we should be in the hat for Monday, and we're not.
Just a case of being not clinical enough in both boxes again.
I think we defended really well. We defended the box really well. You know, they've got the big lad up front. They play a lot into him. He's a strong boy, and you know, a massive handful. They move off him well, and we weren't clinical enough in their box. We got into some fantastic areas. Well, look, we've had 2 goals disallowed that you've said and people have said shouldn't have been at 0-0 in the first half. It's hard from there. I thought the first one was a shocking decision to give a foul on. Was it Chandler? I think he's gave a foul, or whatever it was. It's an awful decision, and the refs not even gave it. The linos gave it, but the second one I didn't see from where we were. But yeah, not clinical enough in their box. We defended really well, and just bad goals. That, I don't want to say too much because it'd be unfair, but yeah, the goals are terrible.
On the whole, though, you take a lot out of that in terms of the way you defended and moved the ball and potentially adapted, because it's, you know, soaking up pressure isn't necessarily something that you do on a regular basis.
No, but that's where you go to your corns, and you know, you play these teams that you're going to have to suffer for long spells in the game, and that's why we play them teams in pre-season, because you know, you see the cup fixtures, and you know that, you know, you get through your first one, you're going to play a very good team who dominate the ball all over the pitch. So we knew that, and it was good to see us in that defensive structure be really disciplined and really good. You know, we turned the ball over in high areas, and just that final ball, that little, just the difference in levels where you can't get away with it against them teams. You might be able to do against certain teams at our level, at certain teams in our level you can't, and you know, just that fine margin that's the difference in any level of football. It's the finest of margins that take people from being very good to good or average, and that's what we've been found out with today.
Is that the difference, I guess, between what last season was a playoff team at step 4 and a kind of mid-table team 9th at step 5?
Yeah, definitely. We said they do things thorough. You know, Malvern got beaten in their playoff final last year. We knew they were going to be a good side. Long Eaton got beaten in their playoff semi-final. They'll be trying to do the same again around the playoffs and trying to win the league. And you know, they were missing their best player today in Evan Garnett, who's probably the best striker in that league. But they still had a decent replacement in who they had. So yeah, look, a really good team. You know, they're good. They're good staff, very respectable. Really impressed with what we've done. Look, it doesn't mean too much when you've just been beat 3-0, of course, but you know, it's just disappointing to go out that way, because we deserve way much more than what we got.